Experts urge National Assembly to prioritize state policing in ongoing constitution amendment.
Establishment of state police may empower local authorities to address these challenges more effectively.
Dualization of Abuja Benin Road. Federal government terminates contracts of 4 construction companies for non-performance.
Unmanned aerial vehicle, not helicopter, crashes in Kaduna, Nigerian Air Force clarifies.
And on Good Morning Nigeria today, we shall discuss issues in Ondo State governorship election campaigns.
Well, Ondo State, often referred to as the Sunshine State, is located in the southwestern geopolitical zone of Nigeria. Now, the state has developed a rich political history since the country's return to democratic governance in 1999.
And from the era of Chief Adebayo Adefarati, who governed the state from 1999 to 2003, to the tenure of Dr. Olusegun Agagu, who served from 2003 to 2009, and the subsequent administrations of Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, who governed from 2009 to 2017, and of course the late governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, who took office in 2017 but died last December after a protracted illness that saw his deputy Lucky Ayedatiwa sworn in to complete the second tenure as provided for by the Constitution.
Indeed, Ondo State has witnessed significant political developments, milestones and challenges over the past 2 decades. The state has experienced moments of political tension, electoral controversies and struggles for power, as well as periods of relative calm, economic growth and infrastructure development.
Well, the state's political landscape has been shaped by the interactions of key players, including political parties, civil society organizations, traditional rulers, and the electorate.
As we examine the political history of Ondo State since 1999, we will also explore the triumphs and tribulations of the state's governance, the impact of national politics on the state, and the ways in which the state's political trajectory has influenced the lives of its citizens.
Now, that's very true, Victor. And of course, as the clock ticks towards the 2024 governorship election in Ondo State, with 17 candidates vying for the #1 seat, the political terrain is heating up, and the contest promises to be a thrilling showdown with various candidates and political parties jostling for the top seat.
So, in the coming weeks, the people of Ondo State will be tasked with deciding who will lead the state towards sustainable development, economic growth, and improved livelihoods. But what are the key issues that will drive the campaigns and ultimately sway the votes? From the quest for good governance and accountability to the need for economic revitalization and job creation, from infrastructure development to healthcare and education reform, the stakes are high. So join us as we look into the critical issues that will shape the Ondo State 2024 governorship election campaigns. Our guests will provide incisive perspectives. Welcome to the program. I am Victor Azu. We are live on the network service of the NTA.
And I'm Ray John, joining Victor to welcome you to the program. Victor, let me also mention that in the upcoming Ondo State election in November, out of the 17 candidates, there's no woman contesting.
Well, I guess there's no point contesting for the sake of contesting. If you're not going to win an election and you know you won't win it, why contest?
Why would you say that?
But that's why. There's no other explanation. If you are going to win an election, You don't make up the numbers.
Well, I feel bad that, sale of forms are over and, of course, primaries are done and all of that. I would have contested in the Edo State election coming up soon. So,
Well,
because I'm sure that,
we'll get there. Maybe someday you can crisscross.
and of course, a woman will eventually get elected, for sensitive positions like that of the
Someday.
governor very soon,
Someday.
hopefully. All right, so all of these issues we'll be talking about on the program this morning. And of course, I'm sure the women will be watching just so they can pick up a few tips on how they can get better in the political space in the country. All right, so that's our beat on Good Morning Nigeria today. But of course, the usual segment talking about the newspaper review with Chukwudi Okoli-Gbaja will be coming up in a moment. But for now, let's have the news highlight with Zenret Dinkmun. Zenret, by the way, I hope you would support me if I decide to contest for governor of my state soon.
Of course, I will be right beside you, Henry. Good morning, Victor, and here's the morning news. Now, as part of continuous efforts by the FCT administration in providing infrastructure and transforming FCT to a befitting nation's capital, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, at the flag-off of the bus terminal of Sector Center A, B15 under Mabushi district, says it will provide job opportunities for FCD residents as well as Nigerians.
We have agenda, Mr. President. So you must encourage our local people who have the capacity to also deliver.
The construction of the Mabushi bus terminal is a critical step towards enhancing transportation infrastructure in the FCT and ensuring that residents can commute safely.
Now, some key players of security apparatus in Nigeria are calling on the National Assembly to prioritize establishment of state police in the ongoing 1999 constitution alteration process. This was the consensus at a discourse organized by National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies on decentralization of the Nigeria security system.
To address these challenges more effectively, ensuring quicker response and better understanding of local security dynamics.
When we're talking of policing, when you are depending on police to police your society, it means your society has failed.
Now, the Federal Ministry of Works says it has terminated contract numbers 6136, 6137 and 6138 with Mothercat Limited, Dantata and Sau Construction Limited and RCC Limited. A statement by Special Advisor on Media to the Minister of Works, Oji Uchenna Oji, indicates that the projects affected include dualization of Obajana-Benin Road, sections 2, 3 and 4. The ministry says the termination of the said contracts is in view of inordinate delay of the affected companies in job performance and their failure, neglect and or refusal to fulfill their contractual obligations, resulting in the expiration of the contracts and exposing road users to untold hardship since 2012 when they were awarded. The statement says the Ministry of Works has directed engineers in charge to take necessary steps to enter upon both the site and the works and take them over from the affected companies after conducting an assessment of the work done so far. And the Federal High Court Abuja Division has dismissed the fundamental human rights suit filed by the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, against the federal government. The presiding judge, Justice James Omotosho, gave the order this Monday in Abuja. Nnamdi Kanu sued the Attorney General of the Federation and the Department of State Services for 1 billion naira in damages for alleged rights violations. In the suit, the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu claimed that the DSS and its Director General violated his rights to a fair hearing by allegedly preventing his counsel from having unhindered interactions with him while he was being detained in preparation for his defense in his criminal trial. Justice Omotosho held that Kanu failed to provide credible evidence to sustain his claims that his interactions with his counsel were interfered with. that he was denied unhindered access to his lawyers and that DSS officials eavesdropped on his conversations with his lawyers, which constituted a breach of his right to a fair hearing. Now, African petroleum regulators have committed to working together to overcome common challenges and make use of future opportunities towards achieving aspirations in the development and utilization of hydrocarbon resources.
For this forum, we are confident that APRIPEP will provide significant opportunities for networking, knowledge sharing, and establishing strategic partnerships. By bringing together regulators from across the continent, we can create a conducive environment for investment.
An unmanned aerial vehicle belonging to the Nigerian Air Force has crashed during routine operations in Kaduna, contrary to reports in the media that it was a helicopter. The Nigerian Air Force later confirmed this in a statement, citing the location to be Rumji village and not Tami, as reported in other media. The Nigerian Air Force also used the opportunity to call on the media not to be quick to rush to break news before getting the facts straight. NTA investigated by contacting sources on ground in the location, including efforts to contact relevant Kaduna State government authorities and the local government chairman of Igabi local government area where the incident occurred. Those are the news highlights of the moment. We'll rejoin Yenri and Victor after this break.